Yo, what's going on guys? It is JD here back with another 2K video, and today guys we have got the full gameplay from my final game of all-time domination with the Silver Squad. Yes, that's right, I managed to beat this final team with using just silver players. We did get the 3 stars as well, so we would have got all of the tokens if we hadn't already completed it, which of course we have with a couple of different squads and teams. But for today, yes, the full gameplay, Silver Squad. So this is the team that we ran with. Of course, Seth Curry at the point guard absolutely carried us to victory. I believe in the end he finished with 97 points. He was 1-3 away from dropping 100 on a team full of pink diamonds and galaxy opals, which is just ridiculous when you think about it. So, as you can see by his badges there, he did have gold limitless and gold tireless scorer, the 2 most important badges if you're going to try this method of the whole inbound 3 cheese, whatever you want to call it. It's the most effective way to win against the CPU. It might be a little bit boring, you might think it's a little bit cheesy, but if you can think of a better way to defeat this team with a full silver squad, then please do let me know. So we did have Boban at centre. Bit of a beast, good defensive rebounding, and a decent-ish shot contest for a silver player. And we did badge him up with gold dimer as well to help off the inbounds to Seth Curry. And we did give him hustle rebounder as well, just to give us some sort of hope in the boards against Bill Russell, Tim Duncan, and all the other ridiculous players that they have coming off the bench in the big men positions. So you see the players there, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Magic, all Galaxy Opals, and then Timmy D and Bill Russell as pink diamonds. So the strategy really is just to inbound cheese and get the 3s. You need to be outscoring them massively. But of course it doesn't matter if, well, it doesn't matter how much you score if you can't get stops on the other end. So in terms of matchups, we move Roberson to guard Magic and Seth Curry to guard Michael Jordan, because they do cause a lot more problems if you have Seth on Magic. They seem to ISO a lot more with Magic than they do with Michael, so it just makes sense to put a taller body at the point guard position to defend him as best as possible. Here in my defensive settings, they have been the same throughout the majority of the year, and I found they work the best. I use them online as well if I'm in a tough game, but for offline play, they really do work, and you really cannot go wrong with them. So off the tip, we are going to get it with Boban, and we are going to attempt our first limitless 3 with this Seth Curry card. Full white, and it's a brick. So of course you're going to be expecting a lot of bricks with the majority of these players. They are just silver players. They're not going to be doing great things. So you can see my defensive settings I just pumped in there. Stay home, and well, what else we got? Crash the glass. And then for the offensive settings, I do put them in later in the game. But we go freelance set, 4 out, 1 in. We go crash the offensive boards, and we go push the pace. In terms of actually playing defense, you can see here we are on balling on this Galaxy Opal LeBron, and we have LeBron, and we do actually get a really good contest up. We get a swat there, then we get another stop, but their rebounding is just so strong at down low. It's ridiculous. So in terms of defense in general, you do want to be off balling. You really don't want to be on balling too much, because the sheer speed of the other team compared to the silver players and their ball control compared to our lateral quickness, we've just got absolutely no chance of getting any sort of good defense. So it's much better letting the CPU do it, just roaming the paint with Boban. Of course, he's 7'3", so he's going to be getting quite a few swats inside. As you can see, he's already got 2 in the first minute, so he really is a bit of a beast down there. So you always want to keep him in the paint. But even if he's there like then, it doesn't matter sometimes. If they want to score, the CPU will score. That is one thing you've got to get really, well, used to, really. They are going to hit so many shots, and it is going to be frustrating. You're going to wonder how the hell some of their shots hit. But you just got to remember that they will slow down. You know, the first quarter they come out all guns blazing, but by the first, well, after the first half is done, really, there's the third quarter and the fourth quarter, they really do start to slow down, and you will be able to pull away quite a lot, as you will see later on in this game. So early doors here, we're really struggling with Seth Curry's release. We've had quite a lot of open shots, but we just cannot hit them. And at this point, I am really wondering if this is even going to be possible. That Seth Curry card, I did shoot around for a bit with him in the freestyle gym, just to try and get his release down a little bit. But even so, we are coming out struggling. But we do hit there the first green light with a transition 3, which is very nice. It's just what we needed to get things going. And we are going to go for a couple of these steals from their inbounds, the easy ones where you run across the player, tap square at the right time. They should just knock the ball free. But of course, that does leave you massively vulnerable if they do get past you, which is why it is good to have someone as big as Boban down there. If they do want to go into the paint, he is going to be there to try and deter their shots. Of course, he's not going to be able to block everything because his shot contest only a 70. He doesn't have any badges or anything, but you know, it's better to have him there than not to have him there. So Seth Curry's starting to heat up a little bit now. He gets a steal here, just coming off an off-dribble 3. And he pulls up for another one and drops back-to-back trays down. So he gets his first takeover of the game. And of course, takeovers are going to be a very big part of this. Does massively, massively boost their shooting. And of course, he does hit a lot of green lights, but even more so when he's got that takeover badge glowing. In terms of stamina, I did put a shoe on him that boosted his stamina by 5, so he had a little bit more than he would usually. This is one of the only threes we take with another player, Dragon Bender, pulling it from 3. I'm not sure what his 3-ball rating was, but I didn't think it was too bad, so I thought he might be able to hit it, but I didn't get a perfect release. So we are just going to stick with Seth Curry off the inbounds, especially when he has got takeover. You don't really want to be wasting any time or opportunities as we get a green light from Limitless there, which is very nice indeed. But yeah, you really got to utilise the timeouts as well. I used all 4 of them, well, I used all 8 of them by the time the 4th quarter starts, because as long as I've got stamina going into the 4th quarter, you should be able to build up a big enough lead that by the end of the 4th quarter, you still do win the game. So yeah, I'm going to leave this rest of the gameplay for you guys to have a look at, see exactly how I play on offense and on defense. But I hope you guys did enjoy. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Couldn't convert the finish. And taken away by Johnson. Here we go. James heading to the hoop, and LeBron throws it down.
When it comes to distributing the ball, nobody does it better than Magic. When one of his guys has a clean look, the ball is there quickly and on target.
Curry's shot is off. It's stolen by Johnson. From deep three-point range. Got a piece of it, but they'll get another chance. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Johnson's got the ball. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Yeah, you know, Johnson plays with such confidence and effervescence in the open floor. You never know what he's going to do, but most of the time, he makes a good decision.
Again, Curry missing.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
New York trails by 7. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connects from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Russell. Bird comes in for Duncan. And Kobe is subbed in for James. And then for New York, Mbah is checked in for Dragan Bender. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Green in for Robertson. Now Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. The basket's coming early and off. Here are the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Bird. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Garnett. And there's Bryant. And it's Johnson in at the point. The Knicks leading by 7. Seth Curry missing all last season, Clark, with the bad leg and eventual surgery. You really feel for him.
You always do when guys are hurt because it's terribly frustrating. My career ended because of knee trouble early on, so I know the feeling. And it's especially hurtful and painful when a guy starts to show what he can do and be in the NBA. I'm glad to see he's back, and hopefully he'll continue to be the deep threat his team needs.
Now here's Bird to the paint. And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Bird shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and in every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
Robertson, he's checked in for Magic Johnson. Bird hits them both. New York trails by 11. On its way from Curry for 2. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 25 points in the game. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Bird against Kid Gilchrist. A nice shot by Bird. Bird's got 6 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Robertson. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. Robertson, good. Robertson's got 4 this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The feed now to Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by New York. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The shot by Curry, no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Shots good by Garnett.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Curry. And here are the Knicks. It's stolen by Curry. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. No good from outside.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
That free throw missing, and a new group in for the Knicks. Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron comes in for Bird. Allen Iverson is checked in for Kobe. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Robertson. He hits the second from the line. New York trails by 6. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. And so New York trails by 8. It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 40 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's James after New York gets the 3. Clock at 6. Releases from the wing and drills it. LeBron's got 10 points. James has gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Curry.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Thomas goes in. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Thomas got his first basket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Iverson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the foul called on Danny Green. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up. Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Curry way outside. And again, New York with the triple. 7 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Iverson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Knicks lead by 4.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff. And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus provided a changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. We've got Mbah-a-Moute. Curry is out there with Green. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I admire how quickly Jordan gets to the rim. I mean, excellent at slashing to the basket with a lot of force, too.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 52 points. New York leading by 3. Steps back and shoots. And again, it's New York.
And when Jordan is in rhythm now, his pull-up game, deadly. Shoots it with such confidence.
Jordan's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. And again, New York with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
A different look for New York. Bender, he's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Stanley Johnson comes in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Robertson in for Danny Green.
And Johnson is an elite talent, a special talent. A very unique point guard with amazing size, about 6'9". He can flat out take over games because he virtually can play every position.
Duncan kicks to James. And a wide open look for Jordan. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Johnson. That one drops. He ties it up. James looking it over. Over Johnson. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Bender. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up. And Dragan Bender out of Croatia, the 4th overall pick in 2016. How good do you think, Greg, he can become?
You know, at 7'1", he can shoot it from range. But until he adds more dimensions to his game offensively, defensively, he's going to struggle to be much more than a complimentary player.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Duncan. Bird comes in for LeBron. And it's Robertson in for Magic Johnson. And so it's New York with it. It's a one-point game. Curry finds Marjanovic. Bender with a wide-open look. Off target from three-point range. Here's New York. Outside Jordan. Robertson right side. Releases from 15, and it's good for 2. Robertson's got 6.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between there.
New York trailing. And a deep three from Curry. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Robertson passes to Russell. Now here's Robertson. Guarded closer. It doesn't go for him. Curry way outside. And again, New York with the triple.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Knocked away.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
To the middle. Bender kicks to Curry. Connects from three-point range. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Robertson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Here's Bird. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Bird's got 8 points.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
Jordan against Curry. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Tell you what, Abdul-Jabbar is a really strong rebounder. I mean, using his body well to corral those rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Olajuwon's checked in for Russell. Bryant comes in for Larry Bird. Iverson's checked in for Jordan. And Thomas subbed in for Robertson. Tyson Chandler is checked in for New York. Passes it to Olajuwon. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one drops for him. 6 points for Iverson.
And the mid-range game of Iverson is quite steady. Has a rapid-fire release, and even at his size, it's hard to get to his shot.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Got a hand on it.
And Bender really using that 9'3" standing reach effectively to block these shots.
And another turnover here by New York.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
5 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Another one Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard.
Kevin?
They've got Magic Johnson. Bryant is out there with LeBron James. And it's Duncan. And it's Iverson in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. Johnson right side. Bryant has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York leading by 15. Bender kicks to Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
It's Curry outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
New York calls timeout. Without question, Seth Curry displaying his skills today.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Russell, he's checked in for the Knicks. And here's James outside. Drains the three-pointer.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Down low, here's Bender. And it's sent back by Russell. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Iverson.
Michael Jordan.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. A nice shot by Jordan.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
New York leading by 13. And a deep 3 from Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Johnson wide open. He fires.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's James. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Curry against Johnson. Here's Chandler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for New York.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Catching up on the changes for New York. And Bahamute's checked in for Dragan Bender. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Green in for Robertson.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And stolen by LeBron. The 3. The Knicks keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Johnson, good.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Great open look there. 18 points for Michael Jordan.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this 4th quarter. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And here's Chandler, who brings it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Michael Jordan on the wing. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. New York leading by 5. And a deep 3 from Curry. No good on the quick 3. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 20-7 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Tyson Chandler. Kidd-Gilchrist against LeBron. Fade away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Curry kicks to Mbamute. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
When Mbamute is assertive, this happens. Solid job at drawing the fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Known as a defensive specialist, Mbamute is a terrific role player, in part because he impacts the game in a lot of ways. And this is where you see the magic in Irvin Johnson, an incredible performer in the clutch.
New York leading by 3. Here's Curry with the 3. It's good from long range.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really, the entire 4th quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious. And, Kevin, this is always the mindset of Bill Russell. When the game starts to tighten up, his focus amps up.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact. Less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Johnson inside, guarded by Green. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Johnson for 3. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Outside, Russell. Dishes to Jordan. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. So a close game sees New York take this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.